If I were a park ranger walking wild in the hills, at the tops of pine forests, I would silently build a city of tree houses like the moon of Endor and throw down a rope ladder for you to ascend forth. If I were an air traffic controller skilled at invention, I would make every plane at Leeds Bradford change direction. So every time you drive past the airport, you see the writing of my feelings etched in smoke trails across the horizon. If I were a plumber, I would go through the pipes and bring you back Cooper Troopers frozen in ice, or pin a fire flower to an asbestos lapel so we can shoot pigeons by the park where we dwell. Well, if I were an executive consultant global asset analysis manager, I would fiddle world finances to the highest caliber, so oligarchs' money drains like sand by the grand, and a basket of rare puppies lands in your hands. If I were an architect, I would never hear this. Yeah, I used to design emo buildings as a kid. Seems less appropriate now I'm 33. Now, how would you like to do some blueprints for free? If I were a doctor, I would cut out my aorta, leave it there pulsing in the blood and grey water, so you can see my love's nothing romantic or profound, just a pound of loose flesh flapping frantic on the ground. If I were a dictator of a failed state, I would plaster your name across hospitals and railways, send troops into the desert to liquidate your opponents. Sharon from your office would not live another moment. If I were a poet, but then again, no. People use bad poetry like a pyroclastic flow to cover up real meaning in a pile of ash till you can't find the breath to supply the facts. If I were that real rapper, this would top the chart. Have a chorus with auto-tune and obnoxious bars. A bunch of half-naked women sat on top of cars and beat an ex-soundtrack to stomp the yard. Shake your ass. Word to young Jeezy. If I were hardworking or clever or good, I would make these gifts be the things that they should. But since I'm just a dickhead who rhymes, I hope you don't mind. I just wrote a couple lines.